Okay. Okay. I just said we're going to do a daily challenge run. And by just said, I mean for you yesterday I said. You lose one ability. Excellent, thank you. That's a great start. We have none. Do we still have passives? Begin with an extra 30 seconds. We can do that. We can beat the totem without abilities. Totally fine. What's the boss after the totem? Is it Centipede? Always starts with the totem or tutorial. Then it goes to Centipede or I want to say the drone, like the circle guy. Then I think it goes to either the spider or the skull. No, I think the other day it actually went to the sun and the moon guy, like the light and the darkness, the sun. So I can't exactly remember. I think the final is always the last boss. I think probably the only two bosses I didn't mention there are the spear guy, the guy in the room full of like spears that surround you, and the guy who's chained to like a crystal that you've got to fight. He's an awesome fight. One phase down. Easy peasy. We got hit once, but we're alright. Now we've got to be a little bit more careful. We can chase these kind of the back of these hands around, because these hands open up and that's where he lets out the purple shot. We don't want to be near that purple shot. We want to be on the opposite side of it. So we are going to just keep moving around here slowly enough. Slowly enough. There we go. It's hard to see because the totem does take up some of the space, 3D space there. So we've got to just be a little bit more careful when we're up at the top. We've got to stay back. That's totally fine. We can do that. There's two. Easy does it. Now we've got to follow the wings. Whoa! I forget about that every time. And then it pulls them back in. I really love that attack. It's so cool. The pop of the shots is very scary. And then the slow pullback is incredibly satisfying to watch. And like weave your way through, you know. It's going back the opposite way. Let's go. Mecha's way through. Keep shooting him, keep shooting him. There we go. And Kalepo, you are down to your last phase. And his last phase is pretty basic, just goes back to what you were doing before. Doesn't have the wings anymore, it just goes a little bit crazy with the B-balls. Well, it's pretty standard stuff. Oh, and then he has that wavy attack. Alright, he does kind of take on the wavy. Takes on the wavy. This is fine. We can dodge his way around this steadily enough, no worries. Yep, there we go. We've almost got him in one big... Look at that, one big combo there. You can see when you stop shooting for a second, the health bar drops down. It starts like this like dark coloured area. It is the centipede, so the spiked boy or follower. We're going to go for follower because spiked boy I think is just not great anyway. True aim I have really liked, and it's going to be very useful on this boss. Where you have to shoot him in the butt. So we'll take that. Why have I put it on RT? Just because we had it on RT a minute ago. Talal is followed by an arcane companion that will help shooting down the enemy. Oh, look at my little guy. Very cool. I love how they've built all these extra powers. You know, for the other modes. Story mode is really just the start, and then it's all about speedrunning potential. This entire game is made for the speedrunning community. In all honesty, because the content is very limited. But what they've tried to do is build something that's kind of addicting, and you can play it in different ways. And obviously it has the time mechanic built in as health and everything. What are you doing? Why are you following me? I don't remember that attack. Crazy. Whoa, we got hit there pretty bad. Right, this is what we needed. Remember the last time we fought this boss? And our auto aim was basically like as if the enemy had like a magnetic barrier and it was pushing all of the shots away from itself. So it was making it incredibly difficult to hit, and we just got ruined. That was fun. I can't believe we're not making it through that rock anymore. We used to do that quite consistently. Does feel like some changes have been made, although I haven't seen updates. I've not seen updates. I doubt they'd have those updates on a back end like these other games. And it's reading from a server every time you open up, meaning it's an always online game, or it needs online. Maybe updates without like telling you or something. I don't know. It could do that. I think that's what Street Fighter 5 did, right? Or that's what they did with Tekken or something. It was like this really big revolution. Oh, Mortal Kombat. It was Mortal Kombat. Just name every game. It's got to be one of them. I'm pretty sure it was Mortal Kombat, where they said all of like the frame data and stuff was on a database instead that the game reads from every time you open it up. So instead of having to download a patch, they could very quickly change frame data. And everybody who was just connected to the internet, it would just like, every time the game loaded, it would take that new information. I don't know if they ever actually even executed it like that, but that was the theory. It was cool idea. Imagine every time you wanted to read new content on an app, it would have to, you know, you'd have to download an update from the App Store. That's basically what this is, right? You've got to get a patch. Because they've hard-coded the numbers in. But if it comes from a server, every time you boot it up and it checks for an update, hey, what version are we on? See that laser hitting us? When we had no... Why doesn't it just have... Did it again? Why doesn't it just have 4... Almost again. Why doesn't it just have 4 red lines that shows you where the laser's gonna fire, and then that's where the laser starts firing? I mean, that's very basic game design. That's one of the other... I mentioned that the last boss is really the only boss that is, you know, random in that sense, but those lasers are actually a good example of that. Not exactly working either. I can't believe we've come down to 1 hit. It's taken us a while. Honestly, the hardest part about this boss is getting the shots in on his butt. Because you've got to get close to him, but we did manage to get through. We're alright. You've got to kind of get up close. It's hard to time those shots. And this was the one with the arachnid. So, final spark is the last 60 seconds. We do more damage. I do like that. I think we do want another... You know what? Why not? Let's use the teleporter as a utility. It's honestly not fantastic. It's not. But you know what? I kind of feel like I want it here. It's not fantastic, but it's better than no. Better than nothing, maybe it is. I guess what it's like is you ever play, remember the old asteroids? And you'd press hyperspace, and it would basically teleport you to a random location on the screen, so it would definitely avoid the thing that was going to hit you. But depending on where you landed, you may still get hit. Or you may not, and it was just a bit of luck. I feel like that's what this teleport's like sometimes. Alright, we'll just take it steady here. We know how to fight this guy. We stay back. We've got a teleport if we absolutely need it. We just need to really get him past his first 2 phases of the annoying ones. 1 down. Because then he frees himself. And we can start moving all the way around him with a bit more space. This is a really annoying attack because they kind of just come out of nowhere and there's a lot of them. It's hard to plan. We did alright. We got hit once. But this, see, it like drops these things and they shoot them everywhere. It's a hard one to avoid for sure. It's another one where I usually end up tanking a hit or 2. Oh my god. The lightning attack, honestly, because it is such a big area attack, I do think there should be a little bit more setup, personally. Like, it should make it very obvious he's about to do that attack. Sometimes it doesn't. He puts his legs in the water, but, you know, I don't know. You can kind of chalk that up to just him moving around as well. I think the game definitely could do with a couple of visual updates for some attacks. Those laser ones I already mentioned. I even mentioned how to fix it. It's very obvious. You just put them... You put, like, the red lines out, like the ghost marks where the lasers are going to be shooting from. and are shooting, and then that's where they start shooting. Are you going to be electric? I thought you were going to use electric on us then. That would have been awkward. We have to go over here. Usually I like to stand on that. Oh my god. I don't feel like I've seen that attack very much. I like it. The one where it like shoots out all the things and you're kind of trapped into like a... It shoots them out and curves around. Uh-oh. Is he going to electrocute the water? He is, but look at that. We've got to stand on this little piece of ground with him, and look at that. Pretty awful, really, for us. Pretty awful for us. We probably going to die here. Yeah, you see what he did? See that little piece of ground there? He didn't drop any ground around. And then electrocuted the ground and shot balls out. So what do you do? What you do is you die. I will do another challenge run. See, I mean, like, the game's very well, like, the bosses and stuff are really fun. Roses are black, violets are white. You are the last herald, shows your might. Sure. Whatever the hell that means. You are blindfolded. Maybe it means we don't see health. That would be insane, but sure. Oh, okay. The negative effect as if we're almost dead, and then it's just gonna change the color back, I guess. Like it's gonna reverse it if we're one hit from death. We'll see. But see what I mean? We just did a challenge. We fought this boss already, and now we're doing another challenge, and we're gonna fight this boss already. And when we kill this boss, we're gonna fight the centipede again. And if we manage to kill the centipede again, we're gonna fight the spider boss again, and that is boring, to put it politely. That is, it's not. It should just be random. I mean, there's only a few bosses anyway. I understand you need to have difficulty levels. The bosses are designed to be difficult because of story mode, but this is a challenge mode, so it really shouldn't matter the order that you fight them in. You know, if you get an easy boss later on, that's cool. If you get a hard boss early on, that's whatever. The whole point of the challenge mode is you should know all of the bosses by now, right? Or what you could do is if you wanted to put a little bit more effort into it, is have like an easy, medium, and hard mode of each boss, right? Like this boss could be made harder. These things could move around a little faster, so we have to keep up with them. You know, there could be 4 of them, or it could change direction more often, right? It only changes direction like once half its health is gone or something. You know what I mean? So there's different ways that it could be solved for sure. Just having them have these 2 different paths seems a little bit... Seems like the worst way you could do it, to be honest. Brrr. And I don't mean to keep complaining. I am enjoying my time with the game. It's just, you know, with a few little design tweaks here and there, I think it could be something really great. And without them, I feel like it's a good attempt. It's a decent attempt at a Furi style game. You know, boss rush kind of game. I think it's really cool. I really like all of the abilities and stuff that they've added that, you know, Furi doesn't have. That's really special. And the way that it's all based on time, super, super cool. And the way that the abilities and how good they are affect the time. You know what I mean? Will enemy shots 10% slower? Amazing. Void. Overload. Which we will be using for this boss because it's hard to pin him down, so sometimes it's nice just to be able to blast him. Alright. And centipede again, you see? This is what I mean. This is what I mean. It's good, but it's not... It's a good attempt, but it's not where it could be. A couple of tweaks here and there. And they have had this last month. I wonder what they were doing. And I'm hoping beyond hope that day 1 there is a patch that is going to change some of this stuff. It's going to fix that last boss. It's going to spice up the challenge modes a little bit more. Maybe it does improve the visuals of the enemy attacks a little bit more. And I really think this game could be something special. I would love to see a GDQ, a games done quick event with Godstrike. It would be incredibly entertaining. Like, it'd be really fun to watch. And it would be really interesting to just to see what kind of what abilities do they use, right? And why. I'm sure they find all sorts of weird little skips and tricks, and that's definitely where this game's strengths are. It's going to be a lot of fun to see all that come to life in the community. Whoa. Weird, right? I would have never thought, like, 10 years ago, I would have never thought I would say that about a game. Like, oh, I can't wait to see somebody else play this game. You know what I mean? But now I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see people dedicate, like, hundreds of hours to these boss fights and trying to get these impossible scores on them just for, you know, my entertainment. It's weird. Weird times that we live in. Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and this big boy's just right in the middle. Moving around. What we need to do is get to safety, probably, instead of trying to fight him at that point when he does those, but I tell you, man, it's hard to get shots on his backside. Oh my god, and especially because he shoots you when you're up close. He shoots you right in your face. He drops mines that explode. So what are you supposed to do if not get in there and try and do some damage, you know? Because we are in a time limit as well. Time is money. Time is life. It's like, that was amazing. Just activate. You see, he doesn't have much life in that last phase because it's hard to hit. But if you do just manage to get like one of those burst attacks, run in, rush him down, and bang, is done for. Twin Souls drops more. Heavy artillery. Yeah. Time lapse slows down enemies, I believe. We can take another utility for sure. Let's see these passives. Boom, boom. Projectile range is decreased, damage is increased. Alright, so we got to get up real close, which means we definitely want the time. We 100% want this anyway, and we might as well. In fact, the 3 spears aren't great. You know what? We're going to do it like that. I think we prefer the time than the spears. Slowing down time is going to be great, because we're going to activate it. We're going to get in. We're just going to do a bunch of damage. Get really close. Loudy. So it is these guys. I think... Oh, it's light time, so we need to fight this one. I still don't even really know how these guys work. I think that whilst we're fighting the light guy, the purple attacks don't hurt us, and they're just there to kind of mind flood us. They're just there to tilt you, confuse you. But I'm not sure. And now it's the opposite way around. But it seems like because you can dodge both, I feel like, well, why wouldn't you just dodge both? It's not like it's a huge deal to do that, so... You need to take both of these down, and then they turn into one. Oh, and we're back over on the Sunny Boy. Sunny Boy! Oh my god. Why don't we just turn it into slow-mo and then still get killed? Idiot. Okay, well, now, yep, we don't get hit by the purple ones. Now is the time to test it. We were kind of screwed. We gotta take this guy out quickly. We have very little life left. We need to play this next couple of phases very well. We can do it. We can do it with the slowdown. We've got to... Sometimes, because it is not exactly top-down, it can be a little difficult to see exactly... where the ball is and if you can make it around it and whatnot, but in general, because of the shadows and stuff, you can kind of tell where you are. But just every now and then, it can be awkward. We don't have much life left. We're going to trigger the timeout as soon as we go down to 1 hit or whatever. You know what? We're going to trigger the timeout right now to get out of this phase. We want to kill him. We want to get him out of this phase. This is awful. Oh, I don't think we're going to make this one. I don't think we're going to make this one. It's a damn shame we've got one hit left. We're already down to his last second. I think at that point, both of them hit you. So you've got to mech it around both of them. A shame. Challenge mode. We'll do it one more time. This is a 20-minute video. Let's... Begging. Don't give me the same route again. Let me fight tutorial. Yeah. Lose one passive. Great. So we don't have a passive. We are going to fight tutorial. At least it spices it up a little bit. We've got only a decoy, so we're going to be playing pretty vanilla here. Pretty vanilla. But getting emailed by Edmund McMillan. Not directly. It's from Kickstarter because I kickstarted Binding of Isaac 4 Souls, and then the card game, which is a lot of fun. Then I kickstarted Tapeworm, which I would love to play, but because of the weird thing that the US has with Mexico, where basically it costs an extortionate amount. Got hiccups. An extortionate amount to ship from the US to Mexico, even though, you know, you could just like throw the package to me from where you are. You could just catapult it across. You know, it's a stone's throw away. It's very annoying how much it costs to ship. So I had to order it to the UK. Ironically, 5 or 6 times cheaper. I think it was like $15 shipping to the UK, but it was like $80 to Mexico. So I mean, why would I do that? And you see what I mean? Now it's got to get across the freaking ocean to go to the UK, but apparently it's cheaper than delivering to Mexico. I don't believe you. I don't know why. It's madness to me. But yeah, so I actually sent it to my brother in the UK because I was gonna go home at Christmas and pick it up because the game got shipped out in November and arrived to everybody by December. And unlike other Kickstarters, it actually did arrive on time. Even with the pandemic, Edmund McMillan knows what he's doing, man. He's got the experience now with Kickstarter. He knows exactly what to do. He gets it done real fast. In fact, he pretty much doesn't even put the games on Kickstarter until he's already fully designed them, which I really like. Instead of being like, oh, maybe this game's gonna be cool. Why don't you pay me $200 and then over the next 4 years I'll design it and then I'll ship it to you, and by the time you get it, you're not gonna want it anymore because there's gonna be 8 other games like it. You're not even gonna remember that you ordered it. And it's just gonna arrive one day and be like, oh yeah, this game, never play it. No, Edmund McMillan, he's like within 6 months of kickstarting it, it's like at your door. But yeah, I never got to play it because I didn't get to go home because of the pandemic, obviously, so maybe next Christmas. Seems like fun. Seems like silly fun. In fact, Kim and I entered the competition. He always does a bunch of these like fun games instead of it being like, hey, when I reach you know, $100,000, I'm gonna add this extra set of cards or whatever, like a lot of other Kickstarters do. Or we're gonna do this, we're gonna add this artwork or character or anything. Instead, he does it like there's these kind of games where, oh well, if 100 people send me fan art of the character of this game, and 1,000 people retweet the Kickstarter campaign, and also this is the skull now, so the second one is the skull. I don't know why I selected that. I did not want to do that. I will take the Phantom/Y because I think we get up and close to this guy. Will be nice to do some big damage. What was I even saying? Oh yeah, so he does like fun little games, and there was one where draw yourself as a worm and send me it, because so he got like thousands of submissions, and the winner of that like got some stuff, but Kim and I did our own worms, and that were really funny. It were a big laugh. His campaigns are really fun, even if you're not like kickstarting the game. They're still fun to take part in, so he has a good community. I need to get around to playing some Requiem at some point. The latest Repentance Requiem. That's what the new 4 Souls expansion is going to be called. Uh oh. Uh-oh. Easy, easy. This is where it gets tough. I'm gonna send the blue skulls at me. You know what? I think I will stay in this area for now until the end of this phase at least. I really dislike that attack, especially when you're not even in range and it hits you anywhere. Did you see that? Totally missed us, I believe. Uh-oh, we gotta get those guys dead. We gotta shoot those pink things. Shoot the pink things, shoot the pink things. Oh, we've got a laser chasing us. Get some good damage on him there. That's nice. Get the pink things, get the pink things. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Get the pink things, get the pink things. Oh, no. Oh, my God. We're getting hit quite a lot here. I have died on this guy a few times. I feel like we don't... Let's try and get him killed with the sword. These blue guys are the worst because they are probably the attack where... Remember what I was saying? Where it's like the 3D can sometimes be a little bit difficult to discern where you are in regards to exactly where the projectiles are. Those skulls are the worst for it, for sure. Can we do this entire section without getting hit? Wow. Maybe, if we're amazing. Why don't you chase that thing down? Chase that little drone down. That's what I would like. Okay, I forget he does this. This is a weird one. We've got to kind of break through. Sends out some arrows at us. We're gonna be going down to last hit mode in a second, which is gonna be really bad because on this level you kind of... I feel like you kind of have to go into the lava every now and then just to get around some attacks. We're gonna put... Oh my God, what do we do here? I mean, we die. Nothing much you can do about that. You see some attacks, just a couple of attacks in this game that need tweaking because they need to think about, well, what if you don't have a teleport available, especially in a challenge mode? What do you do about that? He's just gonna sweep the entire stage with a laser and there's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta tank the hit, and if you're on last hit, then, you know, every boss in this game, because of how it's designed, needs to be beatable without taking a single hit. Consistently. Yeah, you've got to be very good at the game, of course. That's the whole challenge, but I feel like that is not the way it's exactly designed right now. There's just a few little things here and there. Okay, same thing. And we're going to fight Tutorial again, so this is alright. While casting your shots, it doesn't matter, whatever. We're going with it anyway. After standing still, you're granted movement speed. What a weird upgrade. Da-da-da. Do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do. I know that's music from somewhere else, and I can't remember where it is. It's very frustrating. I'll remember in like 2 years. I'll wake up in the middle of the night at 4 AM. I'll be like, oh, that's where that music in Godstrike was from. Okay, well, we stood still for a second and then got a speed boost, and it was the worst thing that could have happened to us because it boosted us right into a freaking... Oh, excellent. Boosted us right into a path of a projectile. Yeah, because it gives you like this big stupid boost. Okay, we don't want that passive. It's a bad passive. Oh, excellent. What a shot, dude. What a shot. What a shot. Oh my God, get me out of here. Get wrecked. I like this. I like that. That's a good attack. Only cost 2 as well. 2 souls. Oh yeah, get rid of that passive right now. I wish we could unequip it mid-fight. It's awful. A little burst of speed so that you can unpredictably dash in a direction that you don't want to dash. Great move. You lemon. Alright. Alright, we're gonna dash behind you. We're gonna steal your soul. Oh. We're gonna... What is it? Is that Steal Your Soul? That song from Ryan Gosling's like band with like the choir, the church kid choir. So creepy. Nice. Oh, we just got to break through to the other side. Ryan Gosling's other band, the Rolling Stones. Oh my god. Come on. Getting more emails, man. Kickstarters. They're all starting to... Whoa, what the hell happened there? Why didn't we like got stuck on that little bit of terrain there? Oh, we're on a final hit. Well, I haven't been paying much attention to this fight, evidently. It's just because we've just done it. You see what I mean? Like, I've just done this fight. I don't want to do it again. I want to fight the other guy, but I don't want to go to arena mode. Why do I just want to play like a one-shot of a boss that I've already beat before? It's a weird game for sure. Like I said, it is built for speedrunning. My time is over. I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna get to writing this review. And, well, you're gonna find out what I think about it. As if you don't already know. But I think it's fine. But it's weird because instead of being great on the verge of excellence, it's like it's fine on the verge of excellence. You know what I mean? It's not like it can go from okay to great, okay to good. It's like it can go from okay to amazing with just a few little tweaks here and there. And it would be very, very nice to also see a roadmap of upcoming content because, you know, don't just leave us in the dark like that, right? Don't just have 8 bosses and then be like, that's the game, we're out here. Even if it's a cheap game, they should stick to something here. I think this is something that could really work long term, you know? With like boss packs and things like that, upgrades. You can add some for free, yeah, but even as DLC, right? Every couple of months, here's another 3 bosses, right? Throw me a couple of dollars. That's I feel like this game would really benefit from that because every aspect of it would improve. You'd have more abilities, you'd have more bosses, it'd make challenge mode more complex because it could, you know, there's more bosses now and there's more abilities and it's just, there's all sorts of cool things that can be done with this game and I really want to see them do it well. Right now it just needs those few tweaks to get it to a place where I think a lot of people are going to love it. They're going to highly recommend it. I'm going to get some speedrunners behind it. You know what I mean? I hope a lot of speedrunners already have keys for this, and tomorrow we're going to see them, boom, throw out some content and start going nuts with it. Seriously hope. But we'll see. We'll just have to see. But until then, thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye.